I know the rules, mate. You can't bend the rules to suit yourself. And like, I just reported a crime. Street warden and police looking for business. Hope anyone don't drop a fag butt or a bit of litter. She give you the ticket and she slaps you in handcuffs. I witnessed that copper who was standing here dump that on the floor and walk away.
Right from the start, you can feel the tension building. This isn't just about litter anymore, it's about accountability. Watch closely, because what seems like a small complaint is about to expose something much bigger. And here's the real question. Would this be handled the same way if it was you?
I spoke to the street warden and she said she ain't going to do nothing about it because it's the police. Wished I'd got it on film. There you go, here's the evidence where the copper just dumped it there.
Why are you recording?
Because I'm allowed to.
Right, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Just for your own leisure, or?
Yeah. I've got a YouTube channel and all that goes on there.
Ah, I see. What kind of things do you have on your YouTube channel?
Public interest.
And the police staff are of public interest, is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Okay, not a problem. Am I able to take your name? Can you just say?
Am I obliged to give you my name?
No, I'm just asking you.
Well, I'm not obliged to.
You
I've
want
not
to give
committed
me
an
your
offence.
telephone?
I would like to report an offence.
This is a classic tactic. Casual questions that sound harmless, but are actually fishing for personal details. The officer already knows he can't demand information here, so he's hoping the auditor slips up. But notice the confidence. This guy knows his rights. And that completely flips the power dynamic.
Right.
Right, I'll just see one of your officers dump that bottle of water on the floor there and walk away. That isn't a littering offence, am I right?
Right, okay, look, I'll pick it up and put it in the
Well,
bin,
that's not the point, is it? Because if that was me, or a member of the public here, right, that'd be an £80 fine, wouldn't it?
Each circumstance is different, I can't answer that. All I can say is it shouldn't have happened, I'll pick it up and put it in the bin, it's not a problem.
Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah, not a problem.
So yeah, you're just recording security
just
stuff,
general,
police officers.
just general stuff that goes on in town.
Right, and you're not willing to give me your name?
Well, I've done nothing wrong, so I don't need to,
I'm
do
only
I?
asking, right, okay.
Well,
not a problem.
Don't mean to be ignorant or nothing, but the rules are the rules, aren't they?
Right, okay, not a problem.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That right there is a textbook shutdown. Calm, controlled, and legally accurate. No aggression, no panic, just facts. And this is where most interactions go wrong for the public. People don't realize when they're not required to comply. Would you have stood your ground like that?
I tell you, when you've got all this gear on, it's hard. It's like a workout. Yeah. You were doing shit.
Hello there, mate.
You all right, mate?
Mate, can you just turn that away for a minute?
Am I obliged to?
Yeah.
Am I?
I just want to speak to you.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay. Basically, as you can appreciate, in this current climb,
Now this is where things get uncomfortable. Because the law is clear, littering is an offense, no exceptions. But suddenly, when it's an officer involved, we hear, each circumstance is different. So what changed? The law? Or the person enforcing it?
You ain't going to say terrorists and all that, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
in short,
right.
we
Yeah.
need to establish for records,
Right.
you know,
Is it illegal
You are.
to record in the public space?
record.
Thank you.
Right. But we need your details,
No,
actually.
I don't need to give you my details because I've done nothing. You accusing me of a crime?
We're not, that's not the crime.
There's nothing then. I don't need to give you my
We
details.
can stop an account, obviously, you know, because obviously you've got to appreciate it, come on, from our point of view.
No, I don't appreciate your point of view. If I expect you to come and question me if you think I've committed a crime, then fair enough.
No,
Right? But you're trying to... Don't touch my camera, sir. Don't touch my camera.
Turn that way.
That's assault, so don't do it.
right.
Right. I know the rules, mate. You can't bend the rules to suit yourself. And like I just reported a crime, right? Or a statue or an act or whatever you want to call it, right? One of your officers dumped a bottle of water on the floor down there and walked away.
And here comes the escalation. When simple questioning fails, they reach for something more serious: terrorism powers. But here's the problem. Filming in public is not suspicious on its own. So now the question becomes, is this about safety or control?
Right?
Right.
If I'd done that, or a member of the public done that, what would happen? What would happen?
What would happen? What do you think would happen?
I know what would happen. I'd get an £80 fine for doing it. Wouldn't I? So you can't have one rule for yous and another rules for us. It's not fair. That's just not fair, is it?
Right. So why are you actually filming? Is it just a
I'm
hobby?
just doing, public.
Hobby?
I've got a YouTube channel, but I can put anything I like on YouTube channel, and that's what I do.
Yeah, pretty interesting then.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sounds pretty interesting. So is it just generally in your film, or?
Yeah, just general. What goes on in the public, you know how it is.
Yeah. Oh, right. Does sound interesting.
Right, am I free to go?
Well, you know, often anyway.
Just about and about.
Yeah.
This is the turning point. The moment an officer touches someone's property without lawful authority, everything changes. This isn't just unprofessional anymore, it risks becoming unlawful. And just like that, the roles shift. Who's really in the wrong now?